That was weird. All right. I am doing a watercolor bird. Let's see here for a second. Of course, I gotta turn the music off because of copyright. So, and I think I might be upside down. Let's see if it'll. Okay, now you guys can see what I'm doing. I have my paints here from Nick Pro. I think it's the 150 palette. On this side you have regular colors, and then on this side you have like your metallics, and then your neon colors over here. So I've really been liking them. As you can see, they're being very well loved. Hello, ARX Bros. Thank you. Now I am doing this from reference, so I may have to look away from my screen to look at the reference. And this is unfinished, obviously, so I am going to go back with highlighter to make like the wings a little bit brighter. But I'm really pleased with him so far. I really do like these kind of birds, and I'm actually very pleased with my watercolors so far. In fact, I'll show you some of my watercolors that I've been working on recently. I got this idea from a YouTuber, which is a really cool idea. You put 2 lines across of your two favorite colors, and then you spread it around, and you kind of make it look like shadowy trees, which I think is really cool. And this is also from reference, but I did this hummingbird, which I'm really, really proud of this hummingbird. I don't know why it's always so crooked. There we go. And I've been using some new metallic acrylic markers. So I've been testing them out. Now you can see a real difference. This one I hated. And I did have a moment the other day where I got really upset and I tore up one of my watercolor paintings, but I'm glad I kept this one so I can see like the difference with this one. I mean, you can tell a huge difference. And I was just kind of playing around again with watercolor, and then I decided to try and draw a bird, but it didn't work out very well. I did not like how that turned out, and this is kind of like a landscape an abstract landscape. Thank you. May, I'm just gonna call you May, if that's okay. And these are really, the metallics in this watercolor set that I showed you guys are really, really pretty. Very, very nice. And I've also been drawing a lot lately too. So this one's okay. You can see that I'm practicing, and then we get to this one that I did with pencil. Again, it's a reference. And I'm also trying dot art as well. So that one's really fun. I'm not done with it yet. This is all acrylic paint, but the dots are like my new acrylic paint markers that are like used for dot art. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on my bird picture again, and I'm gonna actually draw little like leaves here. I'm gonna make them Lila. Sorry if you guys can hear my dog. And I'm not gripping the pen. I'm actually doing all of this very loosely, so I've been learning how to sketch things very loosely. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I think too I've been really comfortable with sketching lately because I know that if there's something that I don't like, I can just erase it. So oh, and I'm doing dry. I think this is considered like the dry on wet method. And for the leaves, what I'm going to do later on is go over them with my acrylic paint markers. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Hello, Joanne. Take the Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done with all of that. So now I'm going to go on with the background, and I'm going to take my yellow that I've been using and just so for this one, I think I am going to use the wet. Okay, sorry guys. And if you want some splatters, I love splatters on pieces like this. Looks like there is also a little bit of orange. There's actually too yellow. That's still like really yellow. I'm just having fun with it. I'm gonna go in with some purple here. I think mine is going to be a very light purple. In the picture, it's like a dark purple, but I think I'm going to make mine soft. Very soft. Now for blue. I just have so much fun with these pieces, doing something different and like the whole watercolor splash effect is really fun. I'm just kind of doing a little flicking motion. Okay, so next is going to be, I might take a little bit more blue. There we go. I'm leaving that white space because there's going to be some green in that white space. I gotta go check on something, you guys. So I will. Okay, thanks for sticking around, you guys. I see you. I see the 3 people who are still there. So I really do appreciate it. I got this ceramic palette from Amazon. I just looked up a ceramic painter's palette, and it's good for gouache, watercolor. I do believe that it's good for acrylic. I'm not too sure. But, I really do enjoy it. I've been really liking the outcome of this palette. It is pretty hard to clean, but I mean, it works. It gets the job done. Like, I just cleaned it. Again, I'm just having fun with the background, and I'm gonna go into more details with the bird afterwards. And I am going to leave that negative white space like all around here because that's what the picture calls to do as well. I'm going to get some more of that violet color that I like. And you can add your own colors, like you can do whatever color you want to the background. Which I think, to add more depth, I'm going to add like a magenta. Yeah, just to add like a little bit of depth to the background. Yeah, I think that really helped. Looks like there's a tad, like the tiniest bit of orange over here, which looks more like a yellow. I'm going to take that magenta, and with that magenta I'm going to do the, oh, that's a little bit too, yeah, I wanted it a little bit more subtle and not on the bird. And that's the brilliant thing about watercolor, is that you can take a piece of tissue paper and erase it. You can even, I'll try to show a demonstration later on with how you can erase the watercolor with a brush. Again, I don't want any splatters on the bird necessarily. Just a little bit on the background. Okay. I like our bird. I'm gonna let that dry. And I wanted to, you know, I want to come on here and show people too that like anyone can draw. If I can draw, somebody who thought that she would never draw in her entire life is sketching and drawing and going over it with watercolor. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And I've been doing art for nearly all my life, except I went through a severe lull period when I was a teenager, and you know, it is a lull period. You can go through lull periods with your art, but just know that you can get back into it. And if you're just starting out, you can draw. Just, it may not be perfect the first time, and you just gotta stick with it. I do not want puddles. So you can get rid of some of those puddles here. Ooh, I do not like what the heat gun did. Get rid of this right here because I don't like that. I want like in this area, I want it to be very soft. And what I might do is go back in with colored pencil and kind of just like go over some stuff that I didn't want there. So yeah, it's still pretty wet. I'm gonna let this one dry, but I really like this one. I think this one looks a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and anyone can have fun doing art. And I will show you, my goal is to use up this paper that I bought, which it's well underway because I've already used quite a bit. And it's by Artist Loft. Yeah, I've just been sketching a lot of birds lately. Birds are fun to sketch. And they're pretty easy too. So if you want to find something, like you don't know what to sketch, find like an easy sketch of a bird or something and just go from there. So let's see, now I am going to find a sketch. Maybe, let's see. Should I go really crazy and try to find a fox water color? Okay, let's see if I can mimic. I will get back into drawing and coloring, you guys. Let's see, fox water color sketch. Okay, I'm still here. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. And it might not turn out good the first time. I might hate it, and I might be like, why did I try it on camera? I really hate myself for doing that. But I think I found the sketch that I want to try. Okay, if I can just stay there. All right, so she's doing it from this angle right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Again, it might turn out terrible, and I might be like, what am I doing? Why did I think I can draw a fox? But the key word is try, right? So if I just start here. That's a great thing about sketching, because you can get an eraser, and if you absolutely hate, let's make him a little poofy. Right, let's make him a little poofy. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now with as far as the sketches involved. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting. Let me actually do the nose different, because the nose is a lot skinnier than what I did. In fact, it seemed like it was a little... Now it just looks too triangle. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then I can like I am drawing a fox. Hi Chelsea, how are you doing? Or I'm attempting to draw a fox. I just, you missed the background process, but I just watercolored this bird. And I sketched the bird and the branch, and I'm gonna go back in on it with details once it dries. I'm just waiting for it to dry. And I am about to sketch a fox. How have you been? Haven't heard from you in a bit. I hope all is well and that you're not sick anymore. Well, now his nose looks stupid. Yeah, I said, oh, I'm gonna draw a fox. That's gonna turn out really well, because you know what, I'm not gonna worry about the sketch right now. I'm gonna, I think, attempt to watercolor. So there's a lot of orange. So I'm gonna get some orange. So I'm gonna wet it. Again, I might hate it and scratch the whole thing and do something else. But you just gotta try, you know? I do hope it stays away. Being sick is no fun. So I can see where the nose will be without this sketch. I could just go by the watercolor. and go over it with detail later. I hope everything else is doing well. Sorry if I got quiet all of a sudden. This is a perfect demonstration, though, of how you can erase watercolor with your brush. And I don't want petals, so I'm gonna take that. Actually, that's perfect. And I'm gonna bring some of that black down. I'm going to take some of that orange, and that's what it calls for over here. Not so pointy. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna fix the mouth. I've really been just doing my own thing and sketching nonstop lately. I've been loving to draw. Oh no. I've been loving to draw animals, mainly birds, because I love birds. Just get some of that white space back. Like I said, I'm gonna make it more defined once it dries and all that stuff. So I'm gonna let this one dry as well. Take some of that white again. I need to, I should take out that watercolor book that I have and learn texture, because I should learn how to do fur. Wish there were more white right here. There is a little bit too much yellow. Taking some of that orange again to kind of like do this little bit over here. And then down. Down and around. Did you guys do anything for New Year's? I don't know what people in the UK do for New Year's. Yeah, I haven't sketched in a while. I say your video meant to go back and commented, but I forgot. Your art is really good and very inspiring. Maybe I will sketch sometime soon. I want to use my watercolors more. Yeah, you should. Bring out your watercolors. I love your sketches. I like your, the girls that you draw. When you're ready, you should bring your sketchbook back out and show us some of your work. If you want to replay the live later, I did show a little bit of my sketchbook. Still like that? Okay. That's weird. Like, oh, no. No, 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 no. It was too much. Might be a little bit loud. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Let's bring my bird back here. See if it's ready. It's a little bit damp, but I think it can hold what I'm about to do. Thank you. Yeah, I got a big A3 sketchbook for Christmas. Let me go and read that properly. Thank you. Yeah, I got a big A3 sketchbook for Christmas too, so I want to work on that. I didn't do anything for New Year's, but my auntie and cousins came to our house and were listening to music and stuff downstairs with my sister and nephew. I was too overwhelmed that day. I'm not too fussed about, to be honest. Yeah, no, same here. I don't care for loud. We didn't do anything on New Year's. In fact, it was very annoying because the fireworks scaring our animals. So I find fireworks and things like that to be obnoxious, especially for animals. I did not go to bed until after 1 o'clock because I was trying to keep my dog calm, and my cat, of course, hated it. Get a little bit away. Oh, it's actually quiet for once. Yeah, I never thought that I would be sketching or drawing, and I'm really pleased with this bird, how this bird turned out. And this is what I'm going to do with the fox too. I'm going to add more detail. So these are the paint pens that I'm going to use. They're both metallic and they're both from Shuttle Art. So if you just type in like metallic paint pen, then you should find them. Or just type in shuttle art. Obviously that too. My lines are not that straight. I think I'm gonna keep these black lines. After this, I'm gonna go check on my birds. Go check on my chickens. I have been on for a while. So I think after these leaves, I'm going to go It's metallic. Okay, cool. This is also metallic. Okay, I think that is it for today. Sorry I didn't stay in chat too long, Chelsea. What's the date today? It's already the 12th. Wow. It's already the 12th. Oh, I forgot white. I forgot a highlight. Sometimes I tend to go a bit highlight crazy. Actually, it's supposed to be a little bit highlight here. Thank you, Chelsea. I do appreciate it. Maybe I'll come back on later. I don't know. I always say that I'm going to come on at night more, but I like my sleep. So I end up I don't hate him, but that kid with the bike. Parents, don't get your kids motorbikes, okay? It's not cool. Motorbikes don't make your kids look cool. It just makes them look obnoxious. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. But all right. That is it, I think, for today. I will try to come back on, maybe not tomorrow, because I will be busy tomorrow, but possibly maybe maybe Wednesday. Maybe I'll come back on Wednesday and do the fox, because the fox is nowhere near done. I don't even know if I want to finish it. It's okay. I might sketch it again. It might come out better. But, the point of today's video is to just try. Just get out a sketch pad, get out some watercolor paper, and just try. And if you don't like it, I'm sure you have more paper, and you can do it again. But anyways, you guys, I will catch you later. Thanks again for coming, Chelsea. I really do appreciate it. And for those of you who left the thumbs up, it really means a lot. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, you guys.